Man, it is Friday night. You know what that means? Oh, welcome to the Roundtable Boys podcast. I'm your boy, the franchise player.
Does it mean are we scissoring with the acclaim?
No, we are not scissoring. Hell no.
So
I'm joined by the mixologist, Mr. Chemical Julian, and that dude who is scissoring himself down there, the Twitch superstar himself, Shane Husky. Don't you ever interrupt me during the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast intro, you son of a bitch. Welcome.
Nobody
everybody.
interrupts The Rock.
Nobody.
Who are you, Hoovy? Look, man, today has been a day.
Yeah.
Oh, you're damn right it has been.
And if you're an NXT 2.0 follower, can we just do this real quick, ladies and gentlemen? Can we get a moment of silence for the man, the myth, and the legend himself, Mr. Stokely Hathaway, otherwise known as Malcolm Bivens? Let's get a moment of just one moment. Anyway, back by popular demand. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen?
What?
It's that time. It's that time. Release-a-mania is back in the WWE as they start releasing a whole shitload of people today from NXT 2.0. I just don't understand what is going on.
So
Look, guys,
here's the thing. It can't be Release-a-mania. They don't have enough people to release.
No, they don't. I was just going to say.
10 people got released today. 10 people. I mean, that's better than 300 people.
But how many were main roster?
Wait.
None of them were main roster. That's the thing. The point is this. NXT 2.0 is supposed to be the building block of the WWE.
For sex.
Yeah. Scissoring.
It is a very horny show. So, Shane.
What?
Do you have a list?
Hetero. Transformative action.
Okay, so before we go into AEW Rampage and Rampage and Smackdown, let's talk about these releases. I know you probably saw it earlier today on Throwback Show, but you know what? We're going to do it a different way. Let's talk about these releases. Shane, what's the first one?
God. So the first one that really caught my attention was Dakota Kai.
Okay.
Man, Dakota Kai, she's been in NXT for how long? I don't even know. What are your thoughts on Dakota Kai, Babylon?
Well, first and foremost, Dakota Kai, one hell of a talent. I mean,
yes,
she's the one person that you will be like, you know what? They really did drop the ball with her. I can't believe they let her go. Like the way these things. Me and Julian talked on the phone earlier today, and what I said to him was, "Welcome back to the Divas era." Welcome back to the Divas era.
So Dakota Kai
doesn't fit the mold of let's say a Mandy Rose or a Gigi Dolan or a JC Jane. She doesn't fit that mold. So what do? They got rid of her. She's been a mainstay for years.
Why she wouldn't dye hair blonde?
She's done everything they told her to do.
Everything.
Change her hair, her wrestling style, her personality. Hair. She's done everything they told her to do. She's feuded with everyone. She should have been the one to dethrone Raquel Gonzalez. So this is what they did. They have her and Raquel Gonzalez as a tag team. They do the Kevin Nash, Scott Hall. The Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels gimmick, back in the day, where Dakota Kai was challenging for the championship, and she had her bodyguard.
Yeah.
So they do the big split. Dakota Kai turns on a partner, of course. They do the big split. They feud for a little bit. Dakota Kai gets injured, whatnot. She's off the roster for a while. They take Raquel Gonzalez and they shoot her to the moon, right? They bring Dakota Kai back. They team her up with Tegan Nox to have her feud with Tegan Nox. So they're giving her they're giving her all of these storylines, but they're giving her these storylines as like a way, in my opinion, to pacify her. She should have been the one to dethrone the champion. She should have been the one to been champion. And when Raquel Gonzalez was getting called up, she should have beat her for the championship. Or there were rumors about her going and doing dark matches on SmackDown and Raw. They really, truly, unequivocally dropped the ball with Dakota Kai. Julian, what do you think?
You're right. They did not use her properly. She's always been that outlier who kind of, oh man, she would make a great blank, but they just never followed up with it. And so her getting released, maybe not the worst thing in the world for her, because it's better than floundering for the next 5 years and then being like, oh man, I could have done X, Y, and Z. But I mean, they just were not going to pull the trigger on her.
They just weren't.
Which is the same thing that I have to say about Dexter Lewis, another person who got released.
Wait, no. Let's go down the line because I got a lot to say about a lot when it comes to some of these releases. I mean, shit.
Oh yeah, and a certain another superstar that Babylon hates the most on this list. Kind of interested to hear about.
So let's
wait, but let's do this.
That Mr. Bivens didn't get released.
No,
he was given a new contract months ago, and he was like, "No, I'm
he
good."
refused it.
He was good.
See, I want to get that clear. He wasn't released. He decided, "Fuck it, I'm done. I don't want to be here."
He's done.
That's a
You
shame.
can tell the attitude.
Yo, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
So look, let's. I'm gonna give you the list of the names of people that were released. Dexter Loomis, Malcolm Bivens, Dakota Kai, Harlan, Persia, Raylen Divine, who just got fucking hired, Draco Anthony, Vish Khanna, Malia Molina, and Blair Baldwin. Referee, things like that. People, okay? So let's talk about Dexter. You said you want to talk about Dexter Loomis. Dexter Loomis is a longtime veteran of the indie scene. Formerly Samuel Shaw of Impact Wrestling. He's been around a long time. Like I wrestled on shows in Florida with the guy. The guy's been around for a long time. Okay. My opinion, the reason why he got released is because the age thing. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Really?
But my opinion is he got released because of the age gimmick.
Oh, age. I thought you said
age. Yeah, because he's 37 years old. He's too old to be a WWE superstar in Vince's eyes.
Kevin,
I thought you were going to say they released him because they were doing nothing with him. Like his gimmick.
Well, I mean, they were doing the whole gimmick.
That shit was stupid.
The gimmick was stupid. They brought Persia Parada and they brought what's his name? The other Australian guy, the one that was feuding with them. Shane, you do NXT.
No, I don't watch NXT
anyway,
at all.
So they did this whole my boyfriend is better than your boyfriend thing with her and
correct.
And Persia Parada and Indy Hartwell. So honestly, they just put this gimmick together because Indy Hartwell was floundering because Johnny Gargano was gone, Candice LeRae is gone, so is Austin Theory, he's gone. So she was the last of the way, so to speak.
Yep.
So they put her in this tag. They put her in this thing. First, they put her with Persia Parada, who was another person that got released today, by the way. They put her in this whole thing, and it went on to their NXT big pay-per-view. They were a tag team, then he broke up, then they were doing the whole my boyfriend's better than your boyfriend, and then the boyfriends became tag team partners.
And so now that that's over with.
So now that's over. How is NXT going to fix the storyline with Dexter Loomis being gone and Persia Parada being gone? Are the other two going to be like, "Oh, we finally got rid of those two"? And are they going to get together?
We're going to act like they never existed.
And so that goes to all right. So here's the thing about NXT that kind of pisses me off. All right. So when you do these boyfriend and girlfriend relationship gimmicks and you only release one of the people in the relationship, or like if they just got married, didn't Dexter Loomis just get married on TV?
Yeah.
And so what they dump him but kept his wife?
Right.
So they're going to say that she got a divorce?
Magically.
Or that he left her or something? I get it. It's wrestling. Shit happens. But I mean, the way that they're structuring NXT with this Beverly Hills 902 and Euphoria shit, like it makes a big hole because when you release certain superstars, like
this is some Melrose Place shit. That's what this really is.
Damn it, Melrose Place. That's what I'm thinking of that show the other day. Here's the thing. I have never before in the history of wrestling seen people released in the middle of storylines unless they got injured, they died, or they got fired for doing some heinous shit.
Yeah.
In NXT, they're just like, okay, you're fired. But I'm in the middle. We just got married on TV last week. Yeah, we'll figure something out. You're fired.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And that's where the whole, continuity storyline, whatever you want to call it, the integrity of the story just takes a shit and it goes downhill. It's like, hey, remember that? Like 6 years from now, you're going to be like, hey, remember that time she married Dexter Loomis? Oh, yeah, now she's marrying him again, but in AW, and his name is like Biffy or something.
Biffy.
Some bullshit like that. And so, for example, they released Harland.
Oh, no. Don't even go there yet. I got so much to say about that shit.
Yeah.
I got so much to say about that fucking shit.
That's like if I cut a promo for Saturday Night's Main Event telling Hulk Hogan how bad I'm going to beat his ass, and on the Friday leading into the show, I hit him with the ghetto blaster and knock him on his face, and I stand over him holding the belt over his head, and then Saturday Night's Main Event, I get released the day before.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have him fight Virgil.
That's some WWE shit.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of stuff that doesn't make sense. So the Diamond Mine, one of the hottest things going in NXT.
Yeah. And his group is falling apart.
Look, I'm going to tell you about the Diamond Mine.
I get it.
They
Bivens
are cursed.
Didn't want to resign. Bivens didn't want to resign. That's his choice. I mean, okay. But if the Diamond Mine is one of the hottest things that you have going into Mania and one of the hottest things coming out of it, like, what do you sit down with the dude and you negotiate and you ask him, what do you need? What do I need to do to make you stay? What needs to happen for you to stay in this company? And you work something out. Of course, you're WWE, so you make promises, you lie, you don't keep up to them. Okay, fine, I get it. But still, at least you try to lie. At least you try to, lure somebody back for no reason. And so if you're willing, dude, the same shit's has gone on in my own company. If you're willing to let talent go or just willing to let talent be frustrated until they leave on their own, then you get what you get. If there's a hole in your storyline, if there's a hole in your territory, you get what you get.
Especially when it's like a big part of the storyline of what they're doing with Dexter Lewis.
Yeah, and so Shane, that's the thing. People who are big parts of storylines, like Dexter Loomis, as much as I didn't get his character, and as a fan, I try my best not to shit on characters that I don't understand. I just go, it's not for me. I don't get it. His, I just didn't get. Okay, whatever. Maybe somebody enjoyed that shit.
Yeah, because all Triple H's guys.
The stuff with the Diamond Mine was fucking on fire.
Yeah,
like you need to keep that going. The stuff that was happening with the fake Bray Wyatt and Harlan, they were trying something.
Stop. We're not talking about that yet.
I'm not going to go any further. But even like with Dakota Kai and the women's division, and NXT has a pretty solid women's division.
Yeah, NXT always had a solid women's division.
Why would you deflate the roster so you can bring in Natty, the Guinness World Book of Records holder of losing matches?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the fake hater Cora Jade.
Got Cora Jade hitting people with skateboards and shit.
Who doesn't even know how to skate.
You got fucking Great Value Luchasaurus, what's Cro-Mag's name?
Yep.
That dude hanging around. You kept him. You keep Great Value Luchasaurus, but you fuck out of here. All right.
Look, man. Okay, I've held my tongue enough. in the world of, not even the world of professional wrestling, in fucking life in general, just life in general, how many times have you given yourself a fucking nickname?
Never.
Never. So people have given you nicknames like, oh, Julian's a chemist. Let's call him Chemical Julian. Right? So they've given you, you earn these nicknames.
Correct.
You don't go into a professional wrestling company without having one fucking match. You don't, not one day of training and call yourself the Destroyer of Gods.
Yeah. Funny.
Harlan. Parker Boudreaux.
I've been calling Parker for DX this whole time. How you say his name?
Parker Boudreaux.
Okay.
Literally didn't have one fucking match. Didn't hit the ropes. Didn't hit the ropes one fucking time. No, listen. Never at this point.
Get the fuck out of here.
The WWE signed him because he looked like Brock Lesnar. You ask the guy who's from Minnesota, hey, tell me about some famous Minnesota wrestlers. I know Brock Lesnar.
That's it. Like Brock Lesnar after how many drinks?
Point is.
That motherfucker looked like nails.
Point is. No, before he shaved his hair, he looked like Brock Lesnar. He really did. Point is, you name yourself the Destroyer of Gods. You shit the bed at training so bad that they put you with another man and make you his bodyguard, and you shit the bed as a bodyguard.
Showcase is like, yeah, I'm fine. I don't need him.
You shit the bed as a bodyguard, but you're on Twitter telling everybody how you're the Destroyer of Gods, the next best thing. You tell women you should be lucky to fucking be in my presence. A personal friend of mine she sent me a text one day and she said, do you know about this guy? I said, no, I've never heard of him. She says, what? You know everything. I never know this guy. Oh, this guy says he's going to debut on Raw or SmackDown within the next month or so because he's the next Brock Lesnar. So I start Googling this fucking guy. And I come across his Twitter. This fucking guy goes on Twitter and says, for the first 25 people that follow me, I will grace you with a follow back because you are that lucky to be blessed by the Destroyer of Gods. I said, who the fuck is this guy?
Okay, so he's living the gimmick.
What gimmick?
Hey,
you ain't even stepped in the ring yet.
Hey, all I want to know is if he met the Undertaker, if he met Brock, if he met Stone Cold,
of course, Brock's supposed to have fucking given him the fucking go ahead.
If he met Randy Orton, how did he introduce himself when they came to the Performance Center?
That motherfucker walked in and he was like, excuse me, under the Phenom, the legendary Hall of Fame Undertaker, I'm the Destroyer of Gods. I would have been like, get the fuck out of here, kid.
That's a disrespect to the Undertaker, you idiot.
It's disrespect to the indie guy who spent fucking 6 months training. Like, you know how bad, you know how I am about that.
I'm all that.
I'm like, motherfucker, you've been training in your backyard for 6 months and you want to be a fucking star. Like, you're the star of your indie company, your little backyard promotion. Even they got more fucking experience than Harlan did.
True.
And I shit on backyard wrestlers. To me, you're a backyard wrestler and you buy a belt and buy yourself a ring from High Spots and now you're a champ. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But they got more experience than Harlan.
No, it's true.
Boudreaux, who calls himself the Destroyer of Gods. Now, look, I've been waiting to shit on this guy since day fucking one because I hate that fucking shit. As a professional wrestler, 30 fucking years, I've been this shit right here.
The cheeks, man, make it rain.
He's so fucking mad. I was like, if I ever met that guy, I'd punch him in his fucking face and call him a bitch. Just like at that WrestleMania fucking shit when that stupid no chin ass motherfucker walked up to me and said, "Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?" And I was like, I can give two fucks who you are, Maven, and walked away from his fucking ass.
Wow, you said no chin motherfucker. And
yeah,
I had a 50-50 chance, and I picked the wrong one.
Who were you thinking?
James Ellsworth.
Fuck that motherfucker right there.
Yeah.
That motherfucker right there couldn't even get
So,
no. He was trying to get into Wall Mania with us, and I was like, I don't know this motherfucker right here. Anyway, long story short. We'll talk about this some other time off the air. But fuck James Ellsworth too. The point I'm making is this guy had no experience. He got hired by the WWE. And they shave his head because Vince was like, "Hey, this kid looks like fucking Brock Lesnar. This guy's gonna be the next Brock Lesnar. Hey, kid. Hey, pal. You're gonna be Brock Lesnar." That's what the fuck happened. So I'm sorry they lost their jobs. There's some very talented people in the world of professional wrestling that have lost jobs for little to no reason because these people pack up their whole entire lives.
Yeah,
correct.
And they moved to fucking Florida so Vince can play marionette with them. And when he gets bored with his new toy, get rid of him. This makes like indie wrestlers. Like if you're an indie wrestler on the scene right now and your dream is going to WWE, I bet you're fucking thinking twice about that shit now, aren't you?
Yeah.
So
look at the current.
I'm not shitting on WWE too. AEW is about to go through a phase where they're going to have to start letting people go too. Whatever. But to fire people, to get rid of people like Dakota Kai, who's been there busting her fucking ass since day one.
I know exactly where she's going. Dexter
Loomis, busting his ass since day one. Even Draco Anthony, the dude probably has like a 1 in 50 record. But every time he's in the ring, he gives 110%.
Yeah.
They couldn't come up with a good gimmick for him. First he was a gangster, then he was a soldier, then he was, I don't know, whatever the fucking next gimmick was, but he's good. Right? Raylen Divine literally posted a fucking Twitter pic about how excited she was to live her dream and go work for the WWE.
Poor thing.
Persia Parada, who literally had to get a fucking passport, a work visa. If you're from another country, you know it's hard as fuck to get a work visa to come work here in the United States. But to get a work visa to move your life from another country
to the US of A,
to come to the USA just to lose your fucking job, and now you're gonna
that makes me even angry. That's like the Viking Raiders going to Saudi Arabia, never getting their tag title shots.
At least they still have a job. They have a job.
Yeah.
These things, they make me so angry. I get so fucking angry because you get rid of guys like you get rid of people like Dakota Kai, right?
Isaiah Marshall. Hello.
You get rid of her, but then you have these lame ass fucking, what's her name? Lash Legend. So I'm not shitting on her because she's black, white, Asian, Caucasian, male, female. I don't give a shit. What I do give a shit about is that she's a fucking shitty worker. She's dangerous in the ring, as you guys seen last week with her match with Faith, the Lioness. I'm sorry.
Yes. Nikita Lyons.
Nikita Lyons. As you seen her match with Nikita Lyons last week, she tossed her out of the ring, and I thought Faith broke her fucking neck. I was like, oh my God. Like when we were on the podcast last week, I was like, you were like, should I watch NXT? I'm like, don't watch this match. You get to cringe the whole time. Running back and forth. She forgot her fucking moves, her spot. So she's running the ropes. Like you get rid of a A+, a fucking superstar like Dakota Kai for that shit?
Yeah.
Who's making these fucking decisions?
The man.
Is it like someone's like, hey, Julian, right here, live on the podcast, Julian, this is what we're gonna do. You and I are gonna play a game of rock, paper, scissors. And if you win, Shane stays. If I win, Shane goes. Ready? Shoot.
Oh,
1, 2, 3. All right, Shane, you're out. Bye. That's how they make their goddamn decisions in the WWE. You can come back now, Shane. That's how they make their decisions.
What's that, the Dusty finish?
Oh, yeah. Shane kicked out the last second. That's how they make decisions. Hey, you know what? Look, Malcolm Bivens, he's a fucking great mouthpiece. He is so good at everything he does. If it would have been me, if I was running this shit, I'd be like, yo, Malcolm, check this out, bro. Look, I know you don't want to sign a contract, and that's fine. But can I pay you every week just to be here? Like I would have been like, dude, can I pay you to be here? Can I just be like, yo, here's a couple $100. Just be on screen for 5 minutes. I don't give a fuck what you do after that. Can I do that, please? Because you're that good. You're that talented.
He definitely is.
Dude, I mean, it seems to me that so when WWE does their releases, they tend to release people that creative has nothing for. And for some people, I think it definitely is a blessing. Like, I mean, well, shit, if creative has nothing for me, let me go make my money elsewhere. Let me go do something else. And I know you got a chance to be on WWE programming, the grand stage of all. You got to have, you got to be showcased. Hopefully, you got some TV time. Hopefully, people got to see you, got eyes on you. You're in a tape library now, etc., etc., etc. There's some sort of payoff to it. You can ask for maybe a little bit more booking fee if you're doing indie work, whatever. If you're a shit worker, I mean, eventually people are going to find out you're a shit worker and your fee's going to have to drop, but that's on you. But, you can at least ride the name for a while. But for other people, it's a chance to get better. And I mean, facts is facts. World of Professional Wrestling now has more than one home.
Yeah.
It's got a number of homes. It's got It's got
some people can't stand that.
And if you want to go to Japan, you can go to Japan. You can go to Ring of Honor. You can go to AEW. You can go to Impact. There's a whole bunch of indie. You throw a rock in any direction, there's an indie out there that you can go to. So you have options. And I mean, shit, Cody Rhodes hustled his ass off, made more money on the indies than he did working for WWE.
He sure did.
That. And then there's a lot of people out there who they get fired, they get released, or they don't resign. They go on the indies, they go do their own thing. They hone their craft, they get popular, they make a lot of money, and WWE says, hey, come back. And then everybody does the I'm finally home speech.
You know what's really crazy?
But whatever, get your bag. This is the wrestling business. Get your bag.
It's a business.
I'm all about getting that bag. You know what I'm saying? Get your money while you can.
It's a business decision.
Yeah, it is a business decision, Shane. You're right. So Nikki Bella posted this 22 minutes ago on Twitter. Shit. There's no point in watching NXT 2.0 anymore. Because Dakota Kai is gone.
Be perfect for that for NXT 2.0 right now.
There's no point in me watching the
Bellas
when the Bellas were wrestling.
Right. JC Jane, she has a broken heart. Gigi Dolan says absolute favorite of mine to work. When we meet again, Dakota Kai, I want a singles match. Dude,
Dakota Kai is going
everyone. Shazza McKenzie, I can't imagine not having anything to do for Dakota Kai. You're right. It is fucking baffling.
Yeah.
Cora Jade, saying that Persia Parada was a star through and through. And honestly, say what you will about Persia Parada, every time she got in the ring, she was getting 100% better.
Yeah.
Her and Indy together as a tag team. Actually, I kind of like that little tag team gimmick they were doing. Me personally, I liked it. I'm not gonna pretend like I didn't like it. Yes, I fucking liked it. They were good together. But here's a real funny post from Killer Cross, who was just released by the WWE not too long ago. See you soon, Sam. See you soon, Sam. Hashtag Sam Shaw. Sam Shaw. Sam Shaw with a knife. A picture of him and Dexter Loomis as Samuel Shaw with Beetlejuice. So fucking funny. Allison Danger. My coach heart is broken. I love you all. Allison Danger was a coach for all the NXT women.
Yep.
Brandy Lauren said it's sickening.
Referee Blair. That's Blair Baldwin?
Blair Baldwin. That's another one. This fucking sucks. Blair Baldwin literally just became the referee in NXT. Just became an NXT referee. Moved your whole life to get there.
I don't get it. When you just get there and people just don't learn from the other releases of 2020 2021 and 2020 after the huge releases. People, you gotta really think, if you're gonna sign with WWE right when you sign, you really gotta think twice as hard.
Dude, that's true. I mean, you know what? I get that if you move for a job, there's the risk that you may lose your job. And certain jobs are high risk. I mean, not like working for Nike.
I get it. Live a little, take a chance.
Yeah.
You know,
like working for Nike, they were like, "What size shoe you wear?"
You work at certain companies. You maybe move in the next 6 months, and so hopefully you kind of keep that in the back of your head. And we never had the serious how to file your taxes as a wrestler discussion, but that's one of them things that you got to put in your taxes. Like, I moved from my job.
And people need to understand, like, wrestlers pay taxes in every state they perform. They're independent contractors.
And now
imagine
you're going to have
a W-2 for every state you wrestled in. Jesus Christ, man, I would be fucked.
And now you're going to have these WWE stands saying, you were never good.
Raul Mendoza says, such respect for Dakota Kai. Rhea Ripley posted a picture of her and Dakota Kai together.
Oh.
Wow, Rhea Ripley had long blonde hair there.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, remember?
Raquel Gonzalez had a broken heart. This one is a little bit. This one's a little strange, and I'm gonna. This one's a little strange. I'm gonna put this in our private chat because it's such a private issue. Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades. Shayna Baszler says Dakota Kai is far and away one of the best wrestlers I've ever been with in the ring, and the gap is large. Now watch it grow.
Whoa.
Hashtag King Coda.
And you said you didn't want a scissor.
Sounds like she was scissoring.
Oh man, you must have read my chat already. Anyway, so Beth Copeland, the Beth Phoenix, ladies and gentlemen,
aka the grit mama,
one half of the grit couple. Dakota Kai is a leader and an outstanding talent, one of my favorite women's wrestlers and a lovely human being. Io Shirai just has a broken heart. So Gonzalez and Kai had 2 stints as NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, one in 2021 when they won the Dusty Cup Classic. Their stint as Tag Team Champions lasted 1 week and 1 hour.
Yeah?
They're 2 times. Because the first time they won the championship, they were awarded the belts of the Dusty Cup, immediately lost the fucking belts.
Yeah. Stand and deliver.
And then stand and deliver. And then the last time they won the tag team belts, they lost them a week later. So this is what you give Dakota Kai. 2 stints as the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. You give her a Dusty Cup Classic win. Great. But you give her the belt just to take it from her right away. Then you make her wait a whole 2 years. She wins the championship again. Take it away in a week. Man. Julian, can you imagine going to work and your boss says, you know what, Julian? I ain't got shit for you. I'm sorry. Go sit in catering.
Am I getting paid?
Well, yeah, of course.
And by catering, he means my home office?
Julian's like, shit, I got to think about this for a second.
Shit, we could be at the dog park. Me and Sasha going to be at the dog park all day.
Yeah.
And he's like, should I take this catering gig or what? Like, I don't know.
Or should I just throw a fit? Oh, man.
Stack your chips.
Or
so buy nothing unnecessary.
Or should I just go to Twitter and complain? Oh, no.
Start interviewing. Hit up LinkedIn.
Well, shout out to the 10 unfortunate WWE NXT superstars. Draco Anthony, Vish, Kanya, Malia Milana, and Blair Baldwin, along with Raylen Divine, Persia Parada, Dakota Kai, your boy Malcolm Bibbins, Dexter Loomis, and Harlan. May your journey to the indie scene or wherever your bag takes you, bump safe wherever it is.
Yes.
Speaking of bump and safe, let's go to a quick commercial break and then we can go ahead and get to this damn Smackdown review. We'll be right back.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, I've been taking all the fun out!
want to get your hair cut? You go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Great futures do start the Boys and Girls Club, and we are back. We are back.
Oh,
we are
yeah.
back.
And we're back
brother.
on video
Yeah.
scope.
Just don't answer the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so what do you guys want to talk about first? You want to talk about the most exciting hour of wrestling on Friday night, Rampage, or do you want to talk about the?
Yeah, I want to talk about SmackDown, the most exciting 2 hours of wrestling on wrestling.
Smackdown.
The hell
I
that
guess
is.
I-
Yes, hey, man, we had a barn burner tonight.
Let's
Yeah,
talk
we
about
did.
SmackDown. Let's talk about the
Woo!
first.
Intercontinental Championship match. We had Ricochet defending the title against Big Shake.
Shankster. We had Aaliyah versus Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi in a beat the clock challenge match for both of them.
Yeah.
We had the steel cage match between Drew McIntyre and your boy Sami Zayn, aka
Conspiracy.
CO Conspiracy.
CO is Baron.
You had two matches, and shout out to Xavier Woods, who got injured during this match. Get well, brother. Once again, Rich Holland, the most injury fucking causing wrestler in all of SmackDown. Kofi versus Sheamus, and your boy Madcap Moss.
Madcap Moss.
The champ, baby, the champ.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
Who was a rookie that uses a sledgehammer?
Now we also had that stupid ass contract signing between RK Bro and the Usos for WrestleMania Backlash.
Bro. Yeah.
Let's start at the top. Let's start at the top. At the top of the show.
So,
Shane.
let's start at the top. Hey,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen, I got a new segment here. Chemical Julian coming at you, the new segment here with SmackDown.
Oh man.
And this is called
New
Shit
segment.
Sandwich of the Week. Who's eating the shit sandwich this week? The shit sandwich is being eaten by no other than Shinsuke Nakamura. Because
Oh yeah.
in
Yum, yum,
one
yum.
week,
One week.
he comes out to challenge Roman Reigns like, hey, Roman, I'm going to fight you. Roman hugs him like, what are you doing, man? Nah. And he hugs him, and the Usos super kick him.
Best sell ever.
Yeah, he did a good sell on that super kick.
And then Shinsuke's gone. And now Drew's challenging.
He got super kick into the
Okay,
hip.
so I'm gonna say this. Not only did he eat the shit sandwich, but he ate the shit sandwich and wiped the shit off his teeth, rubbed it on his lips, put it right back in his ass. Okay, that's how much of a shit sandwich he ate tonight.
Wow.
I told you guys this 2 weeks ago that they were already doing house shows advertising Drew versus Roman.
Yeah.
But I mean, this was,
They sell it on the house show before they put it on the main.
yeah, I know. But this was just like disrespectful. Like on TV, Roman's just going to hug you, and then is his contract?
We bring you to the island of relevancy, my friend.
Shane, when did Shinsuke Nakamura's contract due for expiration?
I will look that up right now.
Hey, look, Shinsuke likes to surf. Okay, he likes surfing.
He ain't going nowhere.
He likes surfing. That's it. So as long as he's fucking here, he likes surfing.
Going down to Malibu.
Because
can't
no
surf
one's
in
gonna treat
Ohio.
you like that much shit.
You can't surf in Ohio. Can't surf in Michigan. So, we're gonna
not?
start
They can have a
we're gonna start
fucking-
with the low and work our way up.
You can
Actually,
have
there-
Bash at the beach in fucking Cleveland, Ohio.
the other shit
Hey,
sandwich.
we saw
was-
a motherfucker standing next
I
to the
have
beach.
the answer of
We
your
saw a motherfucker smoke.
Nakamura question.
All right, what's the question? Give me the answer.
His contract expires in April 2024.
Shinsuke,
Okay, so you got a while to
go back to New Japan, please.
Yeah, go back to New Japan.
Well, they respect you because this is some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So the other shit sandwich that had to get eaten tonight
Yum,
was
yum.
by the fans listening to Lacey Evans talk about her daddy.
My
Jesus
daddy.
H. Tap dancing Christ.
Oh man.
I gotta hear about somebody and their daddy issues, and
Daddy,
their daddy didn't love them, and their daddy didn't leave the lights on, and he came home pissed off and was flipping
my
over
God.
tables.
I kind of have daddy issues, but it's okay to make fun of it.
What I'm saying is, I'm like, so at the end of her promo, she essentially said, I'm really mad at my father, and I'm going to take that anger and I'm going to take it out on the women of WWE. What?
What the
did
fuck
they
did they do?
Like, isn't that what your dad did?
Right.
The Moondog Rex was out here getting his ass beat by the headliners, and he came home because he was mad because
Then he
was
went to the
jobbing,
grocery
Hey,
store and
so
never
he
came
beat
back.
your ass.
Even Barry O has a win over him. Look, man.
Like,
Look,
what?
I hate the fact that they do this shit.
Huh.
I really hate the fact that
Bro.
they do this shit.
Even Bobby Lashley's, which I thought was the worst. I thought you couldn't get no worse than this.
The sister is a Bobby Lashley.
Fuck,
Can
this
you-
is the
Wait,
worst.
did you say they couldn't get any worse?
I
Mae
thought they
Young
couldn't
and
get
Mark Henry had a fucking hand for a baby.
Hey, his son came back at WrestleMania.
Kane had sex with a
Oh.
corpse named Katie Vick. Okay, come
Hold
on, man.
Hold on.
Triple
Mark
H
Henry-
drugged Stephanie in Vegas and married her on TV.
I was
True.
alive for that, and it was funny.
Okay, that was funny.
That
That was hilarious.
The little
Katie-
chapel
yeah,
actually
Katie
exists
Vick
too.
was that was distasteful. That was one of those trains where, like, someone in the back should have been like,
Can you imagine if they aired that today?
I don't think we should do this.
No.
Yeah, this was just it's like this. I'm gonna tell my life story, and Bobby was in the back like, I love my sisters.
I love my
Mhm.
sisters and he loves
It was
them
like-
women.
In what way do you mean, Bobby? Like, this
I
doesn't
love my sisters.
seem right.
That's all I gotta say. I love him.
And now Lacey is like, this is like episode 4 of her talking about her dad mistreating her family and living in campgrounds, and then she left home at 17 and to go join the Marines. Okay, so life was so bad at home and your dad was mistreating everybody. You was like, fuck this, I'm out. Fuck y'all. Like, hey, mom, little sisters, y'all can have this. I'm out.
He went to the grocery store. Never came back.
My daughter would say he went to go get the milk. He never came back.
Never came back. And yet she's like in the Marines talking about, it was the proudest day of my life, and I'm looking in the crowd looking for my dad.
Daddy?
Why he
You're
left?
telling me you're telling me you're stupid. By that
You know,
point, you haven't learned that your daddy wasn't going to show up.
You know,
Okay, fine. That
here
was
we have-
actually pretty insensitive of me. But what I am
know
saying is that by that time, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 272 times, shame on me. I mean, come on. So,
Oh man, that's fun.
okay, so
so
I've been thinking about what you said there for a second. You're right. You're right.
Surely you can still fuck.
Here's something that really bothers me. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring it up now because I feel the need to get off my chest.
Oh yeah? Parkerboard. However you say it.
Remember when Lacey Evans first came out?
yep.
Remember how she was
nasty.
dressed?
Yep.
She was just like a beautiful Southern belle.
She was dressed like a
She-
pinup girl.
Yeah, exactly.
America.
You know, there's this picture of a pinup girl, and she's got her arm flexed up, right?
Yep.
She has a little bandana in her head.
This
It
is
Rosie
says-
Riveter.
Yeah, that's her name, Rosie. Okay, that was her. Showing
Yep.
a woman's power. Her finishing move is a punch in the face called a woman's right.
It was right.
awesome.
Yep.
Right? I love that fucking movie. That movie
Yeah.
was shit. But
You-
you look at her now. She's dressed like a middle-aged Lita,
And crying.
right?
Wait, you mean she's dressed like Lita?
Okay, she's dressed like
We're so
1999 Lita. Okay,
Yeah.
she's wearing this
I mean,
this
Lita's somewhere in the
bodysuit
same thing, but okay.
with her pants sagging down, so you can see her ass cheeks and her thong pulled up, right? And that's supposed to be respectful for women, right? Women are running around this industry talking about
And the
they wanna
Marine
respect-
Corps.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
the Marine
Bro,
Corps.
women run around this industry.
Women in the
don't
Marine Corps don't
respect it.
dress like that. Come on now.
No, hear me out. Women are running around this industry and they're complaining because they're not being respected. We complain every week about women's wrestling and how women aren't being treated like professionals.
Oh,
Now, it was brought to our attention today live on Twitter, okay, that the WWE has a weekly meeting.
Well,
And that meeting, ladies and gentlemen, is to tell the women of professional wrestling
all of them.
you can be talented as fuck. You can be
we wouldn't
you
care.
can be the next best professional wrestling
People
legend.
The total package.
But you're not a total package unless you're dressing like a slut and you're looking like Mandy Rose, walking around with your booty cheeks hanging out, sexualizing everything you do, sexualizing you as a woman. Bullshit.
That's the capital of NXT.
Bull fucking shit. You don't have to dress slutty. You don't have to dress seductively
No.
or any other bullshit to be fucking good.
No.
Okay? You don't have to dress like a slut. You don't have to show your ass in your other regions to prove that you are a fucking great wrestler. That's some John Laurinaitis fucking bullshit. And to actually have a meeting, when you bring women into a room and say, you can't wear that because you're not showing enough boobs. Your ass isn't showing enough. You're not glammed
And
up
it's
like
a
Mandy
PC
Rose.
show.
You need to
or
look like
something.
you look like someone that men will be thirsty for and want to have sex with on a consistent basis. Where's that guy? What the fuck does that guy do with professional wrestling?
ECW.
You're thinking to come on one later, aren't you?
Yes.
I knew you were. That was every boy's wet dream, including mine. But that wasn't wrestling. That was like, let me put it this way. That's like watching Girls Gone Wild. That's like when you were a little kid and you had on and select TV and you were clicking the buttons so you see the little wiggly lines. You can get a quick glimpse of a naked woman. You're clicking. That ain't got shit to do with professional wrestling.
Late at night.
Nothing to do with professional wrestling. It makes me sick to my fucking stomach that people like Denise Salcedo, who is a wrestling journalist, gets told by guys, you shouldn't be wearing a wrestling t-shirt. You should be wearing something to show your boobs more. Dude, what the fuck does that guy do with professional wrestling?
Nothing.
You got women you got women who are better than some fucking men. I call, like I said, I'll shoot. I don't give a fuck. WWE, AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, whatever. There are some extremely talented women in all those companies that get treated poorly because they're not a man's wet dream.
Yep.
And it's always some old fucking guy like John Laurinaitis who says, hey, the guys want to see your boobs and your ass. So what, you can put a headlock on. So much you know what a figure four is. So what, you can put a perfect suplex together. If your tits and ass aren't showing, you're not making money. Bull fucking shit.
You know what? So here's a story for you. So back when WWE kind of first started with the whole TNA, Divas title, women showing ass and titties, and DX is like, hey, show us your tits and all that. Was totally getting into it. It was cool at the time.
Yes.
For me, everything stopped when, number one, Jerry the King Lawler kept on talking about puppies. Because I was like, why is this old man fucking blowing up about puppies? Like this is annoying. Like, this is annoying. This old man has made titties not cool.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, it takes a lot to make titties not be cool.
Yes, man.
So there was that. And then there was the whole bikini contest where Sable took off her top and she had the two painted hands on her
God.
tits.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, this is stupid. Like, you have finally reached a point of being stupid that this is just no longer entertaining. I'm no longer a horny 20-something. This isn't engaging to me. This is just pandering. This is stupid. This is insulting. And now I'm just not buying into it. And so even during the whole Edge Lita live sex whatever. It's just like,
Which Lena didn't even want to
just,
do.
Come on, come on. I get what you guys are going for, and I can imagine being at a bar with some. Well, thankfully at a bar there wouldn't be any horny teenagers because they should be at the bar drinking. But I couldn't be like, oh man, and then the message boards at the time were just.
Yeah, Shane, that's the thing where people used to actually go in and talk about stuff on a board. They used to send messages back and forth.
Shane, I'm talking message boards, all right? So message boards, and before Reddit, when there was IRC.
Before Twitter. This is
The
back when
IRC
fucking
wrestling
dial-up,
group.
baby.
I knew the dialogue, but the message
It
board
was,
I had no idea.
Sunny's so hot. I wonder if she gargles cum. It's like, what? What?
What?
This is like a real human. Like, why are you talking? And so, was it me growing up, or was it? Well, yeah, I mean that too. Or was it me just being like, okay, you've crossed the line. This is now stupid.
Yeah.
And NXT is getting to that point because after a while, it's like that period in WWE where everybody was blonde, and you're just like, fuck another blonde, like another one.
Mm-hmm. Like, are they fucking carbon copied? Are they
They're still
Xerox
doing
or some
it.
shit?
They're still doing with the whole
It was
blonde thing.
like blonde hair and a tit job, blonde hair and a tit job. They were cranking them out like a freaking factory. Somebody would get injured, be gone for a few months, and they'd come back. It was like when Chyna came back. No, when Stephanie came back with her boob job.
Oh yeah.
Jericho said something about her getting clotheslined and her chest swelling up or something like that. I mean, it became comical after a while, and it became stupid. It became as dumb as when fucking Vicky Guerrero, her final match in WWE was her losing in a fucking mud wrestling match.
In a pudding match.
To Stephanie McMahon on, I think it was SmackDown or something, and that's how you send her home, and that's fucking Eddie's wife. Dude, what kind of bullshit is that? I mean, I get it, you go out on your back, but that's fucking dumb. That's disrespectful.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we're having this conversation, the reason why we're so adamant about this, and I'm not trying to be like holier than thou and say that, this and this. What I'm simply stating is this: in an industry, in an industry built on respect, there is no fucking respect right there. It's like indie wrestlers making up stories about a guy to get that guy out of their company so they can ruin it. It's about the speak out movement where girls were afraid to say things about something, or girls would jump on a bandwagon because their friend said something, or guys would bash a woman because a woman said something. It's the same type of shit we deal with every fucking day. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I have a 13-year-old daughter. She's the love of my life. No other person other than her and my son can ever get that much love and respect from me. And if some guy treated my daughter, who all she wanted to do was become something, and you made it a sexualized thing, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Yep.
I said it. You can at me on Twitter all fucking day. Hell, I'll put my fucking phone number in the chat. You want to text me? We can talk about this shit. We can do that too. That's how strongly I feel about this.
But here's the big problem. When you tell your roster, hey, everybody, you need to dress like Mandy Rose, what that does right there is it gets rid of variety. Mm-hmm. And by variety, I mean that a lot of people have varying tastes. They like they have their sexual attraction, whether it's a man or a woman, has different looks. You have dudes with short hair, you have dudes with long hair, you have dudes with mustaches, you have dudes with clean shaven. Yep. You have dudes
tattoos all over their face, dude with no tattoos,
no shirts. And just the same thing with women. You want variety. You want variety in ethnicity, you want variety in hair color, variety in body shape, and whatever.
Personality, attitude. Come on.
If you're selling the same thing over and over and over, you're going to get one particular core audience.
And ladies and gentlemen, for those who aren't understanding,
people will get old.
For those who aren't understanding what Julian is trying to put out there, imagine eating McDonald's every fucking day of your life, and someone was like, "Dude, try a fucking Wendy's burger." And you ate that shit, you were like, damn, this is fucking great. Are you gonna want to go back to that plain Jane McDonald's fucking burger?
Supersize me.
You're like, give me that double. Give me that motherfucking
Double.
Wendy's burger. Like, you want variety in your life. If you don't have variety in your life,
It's
it
like
becomes stale.
It's like Shane right now is just eating Taco Bell. He's having his chalupas. He's having his soft tacos.
Baja Blast right over here.
He's having his white lightning. He's having his Mexican pizza. And then Shane comes to LA. And the first stop that me and Shane make is at Okie Dog. And Shane has his very first ever pastrami burrito.
That sounds good.
Mind blown.
All right, so we
Shane will start doing drive-bys on Taco Bell for bamboozling him all his life.
Preach on, brother. Preach on.
All right, so I'm on American Airlines and getting a plane ticket.
No, but the point I'm making, ladies and gentlemen, is like the women's roster in the WWE is so thin right now
Very good.
that they're releasing people in NXT that can fill those rosters. They're treating women like second-class citizens once again. Like I don't understand it. And we come on here
But
and
they
I say this.
showcase more women than AEW does.
You're right. You know what? You're right. All right, WWE stands. I'm about to fucking blow your mind. You're right. They do showcase more women than AEW. And stupid fucking skits about their tits and ass, about being in fucking relationships, about women making out with each other, or stupid fucking shit like that. Instead of having a Iron Woman match or a fucking Philadelphia street fight like they just had on AEW. You didn't see Carl Shida or Serena Deeb half naked running around with fake boobs talking about my tits. Puppies. You didn't see that shit, did you? No, they are beating the fuck out of each other like professional athletes.
Hey, man, there is a core audience that likes. You ever wonder why apartment wrestling did so well?
Apartment wrestling?
Stop it.
Curious.
All right, look, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into the rest of this AEW. This NXT, this fuck. I can't even think we're around. We're going to get into the stupid SmackDown review. I just had to get that out of my head because I've been thinking about this all day long. Like every moment, every free moment of my day was like, why do they get treated like shit so much? Why? Then I was like, when me and Julian were talking on the phone, I said, did I not tell you the Divas era was coming back 2 weeks ago?
Diva era.
Next thing you know, the women's championship is going to be a fucking pink butterfly, and it's going to be all in cracking.
This
the way you win the title, it's going to be a fucking pudding match, or a bra and panties on a fucking pole match. It's going to be a who can twerk faster on a pole match. Like that'd be their new shit. All because they're excited about how. Okay, think about this. Faith Jeffries, I want you to know I love you. I respect you. You're a great person, and I love our friend. I'm honored to be your friend. I'm so honored. But the fact that every time they play a video of Nikita Lyons, or when she's coming to the ring, the commentators, Vic Joseph and fucking Wade Barrett, I swear to God, they have like an orgasm.
Oh my God!
And they're talking about, oh, she's so thick. She's so
I'm
this.
afraid of
Oh my God! You see how many fucking thirst traps she posts on Instagram? Like, dude, they say thirst traps more than a fucking high school kid.
Seriously.
On a 10-minute match on NXT, I heard the word thirst trap, and no lie, I sat and I counted how many times Wade Barrett and Vic Joseph used the term thirst trap. 13 times in a fucking match. She's wearing her clothes on backwards. It's a thirst trap. What the fuck? Oh, look the way she finished her. She splashes Last Legend with her thickness, and she puts her. What should we call that move? We should call it the thirst trap. I was like, you know what?
They should call the same move they call it when Naomi does it.
Yeah.
Same shit, man. Same shit. And they're like, oh, she got over 1 million views on TikTok because of it. Oh, so that's your target demographic. Motherfuckers that sit at home all day and bored as fuck on TikTok.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, it is. Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Twitter and TikTok. That's what they're aiming for. They want as many hits as possible.
So you're gonna have these you need to dress sexy meetings, mandatory. You need to dress like this or this and this, or you're gonna this and this. So when women decide, no, I don't want to look like a fucking porn star from 1990. No, I don't want to look like a fucking MTV video girl. No, I don't want to look like a fucking hustler fucking magazine model with my ass and shit all out. Then they're like, well, then you can sit in catering.
Okay, dude. So let me give you the perfect example. So remember when Mandy Rose was teaming with Liv Morgan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they had the double blonde gimmick?
Yep.
Yes.
And I was like,
who is who?
Yeah. That's what it turns into. When you have everybody looking the same, dressing the same, eventually it's the chick who blah blah blah. You don't remember who is who. There's nobody who sticks out individually and you've got to have a unique look. You've got to have and so what do you end up doing? You end up putting fucking tears on your eyes. You end up, I don't know, coming up with some other bullshit. But it's like, it's so minuscule.
No individuality.
It's like fucking Squid Game, and you're like, well, okay, you wear the square today, you wear the X, I'm gonna wear the circle. That's what it all freaking boils down to. And so when all your women look the same, because back when we had what the legend of WWE, back when we had when Lita was wrestling, and then you had Trish Stratus,
Ivory,
and then you had who were like the three? You had the three tall blonde chicks who were around there at the same time. Undertaker's wife, Michelle McCool,
Stacy Keibler,
Keibler,
and of course the living legend herself, Summer Rae.
Summer Rae.
I mean, there are so many of these women's wrestlers that look the same.
Literally.
That that's why right now I'm like, what's her name? I mean, yeah, Alicia Fox. Well, she was black. That's why I know the fuck she was.
Alicia Fox.
But hell, she was dyeing her hair blonde too.
I don't get it. In the WWE, Vince has always tried to do this. Vince is he's a stereotype guy.
That's all WWE is.
Vince takes a black wrestler and it says, you're going to shuck and jive. You're going to be a rapper. You're going to be a dancer. You're going to be a preacher. You're going to be in a gospel group. You're going to do this, right? Or you're going to be a gangbanger. Then he goes to the Mexicans. Oh, you're going to be a cholo. You're going to be a guy driving a lawnmower. You're going to be a Mexico or some stupid shit like that. Pretty cool. Then he finds a guy like Sheamus and he goes, oh, you're going to be an Irish fighter. You're angry all the time. And all you do is scream and you want to fight. And we're going to give you some buddies like Rich Holland and Butch. And all you guys. And then he goes, yeah, and then we're going to have this old guy. And, you're going to be a drunk. That's it. You're going to be a drunk. And you're just going to drink all the time. You're just going to be a drunk.
Ric Flair.
Well, I'm just saying, like he gets these stereotypes and he puts it on these guys. Shorty G, you may be a great wrestler, but you're short, and you kind of look like a young John Cena when he was a rapper. So you're gonna be Shorty G because that's what the kids like. Who the fuck like that shit?
Nobody.
Now, when what's his name, Gordy, when he was doing the Festus and
Ray Gordy.
Yeah, Ray Gordy.
Festus, yeah.
When he was trying to hang out with Crime Time and he was rhyming from the floor up to the ceiling.
What people don't know is Festus is actually Luke Gallows.
Yes. Oh, I knew that.
I've been to that.
Club. Yeah.
Wait, what? Yes.
Oh my God.
No.
Julian actually knew that. My God. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you about Julian. This motherfucking guy, man.
I've been to that.
Look, there's this legendary professional wrestler named Cowboy Bob Orton. Cowboy Bob Orton is the father of the legend killer himself, Randy Orton.
Really?
But Bob Orton has a brother who was also a legendary jobber in the WWE. And his name was Barry Orton. For a while, he was wrestling as Barry Orton along with Cowboy Bob Orton. And then Cowboy Bob Orton became a star with Roddy Piper. So Barry Orton became
Barry-O.
Barry-O.
Oh,
He would get in the
Barry.
ring. He'd be like, Barry.
Oh.
Like, right? Julian messaged me the other day and says, I was today years old when I realized that Barry-O wasn't around.
I was like, so
He was like,
He was like,
I was today years old when I realized that Rocky Maivia was The Rock's dad. And
No
was Rocky
freaking
Johnson
way.
was Rock's
I
dad.
knew that. I knew
Peter
that.
Maivia
part.
was his grandfather,
what?
the High Chief. Hence the name
No.
Rocky Maivia.
I
Oh my
said
God.
King Curtis.
You are blowing my
IKEA.
mind.
Oh my God. Did you know that? Oh my God. I'm really going to shock your mind.
What?
King Curtis Ikea has a son who was a WCW television champion known
Yeah.
as
Dressed like the
Prince
Rock.
Ikea.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were today years old when you learned that, huh?
And
Yeah.
King Curtis IKEA was the master. in
This
the
fucking
Dungeon
guy
of
said
Doom.
that to me. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, I'm going to go. I was like, I'm going to go.
I'm gonna go.
I was like, so
All right. So look, man. So this week we had a main event: steel cage match, Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn.
Which I thought was gonna be a WrestleMania backlash. but
Drew
guess not.
figured, yo, I got him where I want him. Drew was like, yo, I'm gonna hit him with the Claymore. Yo, I'm gonna do this shit. Didn't do none of that.
I mean, he hit it with Claymore.
Yeah, but
Sammy went to escape. Then Drew, of course, grabbed him through the rope, grabbed him through the chain links, and handed him back up to the top and back in the ring and
Yeah.
whatnot.
well, so it was a good match. I give it a B. It was entertaining. Anything Sami Zayn does is
was-
fucking entertaining.
Yes.
Drew
Yeah, we
Gulak,
had
special,
talk.
Drew Gulak was a special timekeeper for the match.
Oh my God.
I love Drew Gulak. They need to give him more part. They need to give him more things to do.
Yes.
Does he have a wife who's a women's wrestler, a girlfriend, something?
I don't think so.
Yes. The
'Cause,
master
I mean-
of submissions.
I would love to see him put that work on Charlotte Flair, but I don't know if they can let that happen.
Man, we don't want to talk about Charlotte Flair tonight.
Boo.
Let's talk about the Intercontinental Championship. Ricochet versus your
Big
boy
Shank.
Shanky. Oh my God.
Is
my
Ricochet gonna
God.
get shanked? Who knows?
Big shame, man.
I mean, look, earlier we had a vengeful Madcap Moss
Oh my yes.
who attacked your boy Happy Corbin.
Who took the
It
playbook
is.
out of Randy Orton?
He had it
Came
coming.
out in a jumpsuit, but then turned off the lights in the backstage.
And he didn't have the fucking what do you call it, glasses? The night vision goggles.
night vision
But,
goggles, gas mask.
Hey, I just gotta say, man. I just gotta say.
I'm like, did
Julian,
Madcap
you
Moss?
predicted it.
Hey, man. The futurist right here.
Gotta give you
Madcap
credit, bro.
man.
I guarantee you that Madcap Moss watched 2020's Raw. Is like, you know what? I'm gonna do what Randy Orton did.
Mhm. So after a quick commercial break, Ricochet defended the Intercontinental Championship against Shanky, who of course was brought to the ring by who? The modern day Maharaja himself.
All right, here we go. Here we go,
Jinder
people.
Mahal.
It's
Okay,
starting to
first step.
unfold.
Julian,
First step.
lay it out. Lay it
It's
out for
starting
us,
to
brother.
unfold. So, Big Shank failed in his endeavor to win the Intercontinental Championship. So, Jinder Mahal, being the ring veteran that he is, got in the ring and he's like, hey, Shank, you fucking up, man. You need to listen to me. And Big Shank, not knowing a whole lot of English, just said, no. And he ran off by himself. So it looks
Okay,
like
that's
Big
another
Shank-
WWE trope. That because you're not from America, you speak like this.
So it looks like Big Shank and Jinder Mahal are going to split ways. Making way for what? Save it. We'll save that for
Yeah,
later.
say that shit.
We'll save it for later.
If that, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if that day should ever come, I will stand on a 405 freeway in a thong with a fucking unicorn hat on my head and on my naked chest. I will write, Julian the Futurist is the man.
That's right.
And I'm a unicorn.
That day is coming. That day is
Shit.
coming.
That day is coming like
Yes.
that day is coming like Shane's belt. It's been coming.
Oh, it's actually
It's like the
shipped
check
out
in the
today.
mail. It's like the
It's
check in the
shipped out
mail.
today.
I don't believe it. I don't believe
I
until
got,
that
I
belt.
got a message from Throwback saying
I don't give a shit if until that
today.
belt is sitting on your lap, you're flexing it like you're a champ.
Oh yeah,
You're
that'll
just a
be
paper
collected.
champ, buddy.
I'm giving you the 3MB curse right now.
Yeah, that's not gonna
Here
happen.
comes curtain 3MB.
Bring in curse.
Anyway, so I'm gonna give it a C plus,
Yeah.
only because of the happy talk stuff.
No, give it an
Don't
A.
forget Raquel Rodriguez and Gunther.
No, her name is no longer Raquel Rodriguez.
Her name is Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
Raquel
it was.
Rodriguez.
That's right. It's not Gonzalez anymore.
You're
my
trying
bad.
to change it back to.
So
Yeah,
she
no,
debuts. I'm glad. I'm glad she debuted. Let me look at this real quick. Hold on. Let me look at this video real quick so I can get excited again before I go into the. That makes
Here.
SmackDown look so cool.
Man, with only the highlights, yes, they do.
Here we go. No one can compare to Raquel. The best part of this hype video is they showed her in NXT.
Good.
They show her beating up people in NXT.
Oh, Shane, we almost forgot about this.
What?
Xavier Woods won a match tonight.
Yes,
Oh
he did.
yeah.
No, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that because I want to talk about him getting hurt.
I didn't even
I'm
realize
talking
he got
about-
hurt.
Raquel Gonzalez debuted. Okay, what do you think about her debut, guys? What do you guys think about her debut?
She had a good big man match.
She's a woman.
Big woman match.
Yeah.
She's a woman.
I just hate the Chingona bomb.
So she faced Layla Gray, who's an indie wrestling
Yeah.
standout. Layla Gray is
Local
really
talent.
good. Or what do they call her? Cat Cardona?
Cat Cardona.
Cat Cardona? Cardoza?
Cat Cardona? Wait,
Yeah.
what?
No, Cat Cardoza was her name. I think.
Oh. I
So
was gonna
Layla
say,
Gray is now Cat Cardoza, who took the one-handed power bomb for the finish. The show was okay. Did a little bit to tell the audience who she actually was, though, or who her character was. I do think they should do a lot more with her. Not give her so many squash matches like they do trying to debut people, because you just make them look good for beating nobodies.
Just don't give her the Lacey Evans backstage segment.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, no!
Because
For one, she's too big to be
you
wearing
done
those.
with that.
Yeah.
because you know Vince. Vince will be like, "All right, guys. So she grew up in the barrio, and she ate lots of tortillas and beans growing up, and she was poor, and her dad was Eddie Guerrero."
Oh
You're like, "What the fuck, Vince? Come on, don't do
Where do
that."
you come up with this stuff?
Because this is a fucking old crazy man. So
You're damn
after we
right.
come back from a commercial break, Adam Pearce is officiating the contract sign between the Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro, and the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the ones known as the Uso. Of course, chaos.
Insane.
Chaos
Yeah,
shenanigans.
It's a contract signing, so you know chaos. They
Correct.
ain't talking about the New Japan Pro Wrestling stable.
But-
Chaos.
For a while, when the contract signing happens, usually a table breaks. For a while, no table had been broken during a contract signing.
Until,
Not tonight.
no, I'm saying until.
Just got flipped.
Until Drew McIntyre comes out. And beats the
Exactly.
shit out of Roman. And now-
So this, I don't know, man. This whole thing is just this is the biggest buildup of any match on the fucking WWE WrestleMania Backlash. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, we know the Usos will win the belts.
Yeah.
Usos gonna become the unified World Tag Team Champions. And
If they don't
Randy
win the
Orton,
belt, I'll be totally surprised.
Randy Orton's gonna get RKO by fucking Riddle.
So wait, but they turned into a 6-man tag.
Yeah, they did
No.
for next week's
That's
SmackDown.
next week's SmackDown.
Yeah,
It's gonna be Drew. It's gonna be Drew and the Raw Tag Team Champions versus Roman.
you know how
and
it goes.
The Bloodlines.
We're gonna have a 6-man player
Okay.
Holla holla.
for the
Anyway.
$1.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give this whole segment a C. Wasn't happy
Yeah.
about it. And my thing, Michael Cole.
Oh, how you love Michael Cole.
I know Vince is yelling in his ear, say this, pal, say this, pal, say this, pal.
It's not
Like-
his fault. It's Vince.
Like the one here is like nothing but a little bitch. Randy Orton said that to Jimmy Uso earlier. But what does this mean for the title unification match? What the fuck do you think it means? It's still gonna happen, stupid. It's still gonna happen. Jesus Christ, man! Like, I don't know.
Like I said, it's not his fault. It's Vince. Don't blame him. Blame Vince for when he's trying.
I mean,
to
I can just imagine
to
me
say.
sitting here doing this podcast and Tony DeBurns yelling in my ear.
Who guys?
Say this, say this, say this, say this, say this. I would literally be like this. So, guys, this is what I want to talk about. Like that would totally just throw me. I would be so fucking angry. But so many people have said that Vince does it every week. Like he yells in their ear, telling them what to say.
I would have a huge headache. I'll be like, nah, this is not worth it.
It's crazy. So Naomi versus Shayna Baszler.
Nah. Yeah.
Okay, so this is where I went and took my dog for a walk.
You didn't really miss much.
Popcorn match. You didn't miss shit.
Yeah.
Because
Natty was at ringside. Sasha Banks was at ringside.
Stomp on the arm of Naomi, which was really disgusting.
Yeah. It's kind of like the New Day versus the Usos. Like you're gonna keep this shit going forever and ever.
Except that shit is.
So
amazing.
I'm gonna assume here that all I know is when I got back from walking Sasha, Charlotte Flair was beating Drew Gulak with a ring bell, and I was like,
Why?
I'm getting tired of that shit.
Like, there's no payoff to this because he can't like really beat her ass because they'll be like, well, you can't have a man taking violence to a woman. Although I would say, if you want to talk about men and women's wrestling being equal and equality and whatnot,
right?
If Gulak were to take a kendo stick to her ass,
he'd be canceled. The WWE stands to be like, that's some AEW bullshit. That's some AEW bullshit. Fuck this. Cancel him. Cancel him.
Indies do a men versus female.
Well, so
one of the best intergender matches I've ever seen were Joey Ryan, that's where I said the name, and Candice LeRae, the world's cutest tag team, versus the Bucks in a guerrilla warfare match at PWG, where the Bucks had a fucking thumbtacks embedded in their Jordans and super kicked Candice several times in the face until she juiced blood over like she was fucking Terry Funk and Abdullah the Butcher. She bled like she bled. One of the best matches I've ever seen because she can take it, she can dish it out. So, Sunny Days has intergender matches all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
she had one against Human Tornado.
That was great.
That was probably her best match ever.
That was great. That was really great.
Yeah. So, Ridge Holland is dangerous. There's a rumor going around, and I don't want to. I don't know if it's confirmed yet or not, but the rumor is that during that match, Xavier Woods got hurt again.
I didn't see anything unusual after the whole Xavier Woods match. Like literally, I didn't see anything like funny or him walking funny.
Well, he used the backwoods roll up, of course, to get another
roll up a new, which probably there were 3 of them tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. It's ridiculous. So I mean, good match. Xavier Woods, always putting up the one of the best matches around. So shout out to Woods. Just
stop.
Let's talk about people. Shane, what would you think of this match, Shane?
I mean, that was alright. Just a typical Ridge Holland versus Xavier match. Same thing.
Butch.
Nope, he's missing.
Nobody cares.
Nope.
Yeah.
Maybe he got released.
Don't say that. That's messed
yeah,
up.
don't say that.
That's messed
Is that
up.
why he was missing?
Nobody would know.
Nobody knows.
I would hope not.
Is it time for Rampage?
No, I'm looking something up real quick on Xavier Woods.
Yeah, like I said, when I watched it, I didn't see any funny thing at all on Xavier. No walking funny or nothing. And then after that, Sheamus got pissed, and he was like, "Hey, Kofi, I want to challenge you right now," and he did. And then Sheamus won, and then Sheamus was like, "Ha, I beat Kofi, and you did it, Ridge. How do you feel?" That's awesome.
Once again, Rich Holland is a dangerous fucking athlete, ladies and gentlemen. I repeat, I do not like Rich Holland. These are my opinions and my opinions alone. They do not reflect those of BySim.net or the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast or these other two gentlemen that are sitting here with me. Me personally, I think Rich Holland is dangerous. He needs to go back down to NXT and fucking learn how to wrestle.
I was thinking that Rich Holland does not like black people.
That could be it. That could totally 1000% be it.
Oof.
I'm just kidding, but you know, when you try to take out 2/3 of the New Day, I mean, come on.
I'm just saying, always an accident.
I mean, come on, you go take out our truth.
Come on, you can't really say that was on purpose now. Even Rich Holland felt like, oh shit, I've broken this dude's neck.
Put him in a match with Omos so you can do the most damage.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Okay.
The Omos
Anyway,
driver.
we'll get over that fucking shit. Big E, Matt McAfee was like, I miss Big E. Cole replied, and
Yeah.
nice, slow, and solidarity of support former WWE champion who was out of action due to a neck injury. Please, someone, do me a favor. Shut fucking Michael Cole's mouth. Beat the clock challenge, I quit match. Challenge.
I didn't even know it was the actual I quit beat the clock challenge.
Ronda Rousey set the bar at 1 minute and 41 seconds by beating Shotzi by forcing her to quit to the ankle lock.
Don't care.
Yeah.
I mean,
skip over this?
41 seconds.
Can you skip over this? Go over to Rampage?
Yeah, can we?
No, we got to tell the people who won these matches.
That's
why they tune in.
Ronda won one, and then Charlotte lost.
Yeah, which is crazy because Charlotte is the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Yeah.
But he goes off the air with, Ronda Rousey priming him ready to become the next Raw Women's Champion or SmackDown Women's Champion, which means that next week they'll do another thing and Charlotte will win. Then at WrestleMania Backlash, Charlotte will win again. And we'll be back to the same boring storylines over and over again.
At least she's not getting a cream cake.
Cream cake in the
This wasn't the cake this time.
Oh, was it cream pie?
Wow, you really didn't need to say that on the air.
It's after 9 o'clock.
Pie.
Oh, yeah. It's after 9 o'clock. Yeah. All right. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Excuse me. Quick commercial break and come back with the most exciting hour of professional wrestling.
Yeah.
AEW motherfucking Rampage. And boy, oh 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 boy.
Keith Lee!
The shit went down. We'll be right back.
Professional wrestling is one of the toughest sports going today. If you ever dreamed of being a professional wrestler, then former WWE superstar and World Tag Team Champion Sir Mo of the famed tag team Men on a Mission invites you, yes, you, to join his Bumps and Bruises Academy. Now in 2 locations in Carrollton, Texas and Sherwood, Arkansas. Allow Sir Mo and his head coach, Dante Smiley, and other coaches to get you on the road to an exciting and rewarding career. Classes forming now for your shot. Contact Sir Mo at 704-819-7312 or fill out an information questionnaire now. Don't wait, make your dreams come true today by joining the Bumps and Bruises Pro Wrestling Academy.
Hi, this is James Beard with SWE Fury, and you're watching the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
We are back. We are back. We are back, back, back. We are back.
We are back.
We are back.
We're back. In case you guys didn't notice it, we're back. So let's get ready to talk about some exciting shit. Because right from the gate, we have an Owen Hart Cup qualifying match. It just keeps on rolling. With this last week, this week we had 2 amazing matches. Okay, we had Dax Harwood versus Cash Wheeler. FTR versus each other.
FTR brothers going at it.
And it was a match. It was a match that got 4.25 stars from Dave Meltzer.
Wait, 4.2?
4.25.
Not 5?
Yeah.
He is high on his ass.
Big Daddy Dave was like, it didn't get a 5
high
star
on his ass.
though. But this
What's the matter? They weren't big enough. They weren't tall enough. It wasn't in Japan. Like,
probably. But we also got this match: Swerve Strickland taking on Darby Allin. 2 Pacific Northwest boys going head to head. The winner,
the Pacific Northwest.
The winner was going to become the newest man to qualify for the Owen Hart Cup. And boy, it was Sting came down with Darby. Swerve was like, whose house is my house? Swerve's house, blah, blah, blah.
Everybody was into it.
It was a very competitive match. They kept it technical for about 2 minutes.
Correct.
Before Darby was like, let me throw myself at you.
Let me just go pew.
Let me just
like
go. Let me go crazy. I mean, everybody knows I'm not like I don't buy into the hype of Swerve. I think Swerve is good though, and tonight Swerve showed he really is good.
When can we get Swerve versus Orange Cassidy?
Oh my god, that would be the worst match ever.
No, it'll be interesting.
Swerve versus Dan Hogan.
A triple threat.
I curse you. Like what?
Triple
Hookhausen, which I kind of call the Hookhausen.
6-person tag match against the Ass Boys and Daddy Ass Man.
Oh yeah.
No.
Just asses. I'm an ass man.
Asses all over the place. What?
Just asses everywhere. Dudes talking about can we scissor together? Like just
scissors.
Anyway, it was a great match. The ending was kind of wonky though.
Like Ricky Starks looking to interfere.
Your boy Ricky Starks run down, takes off his shirt a little bit, flexing himself,
Like always.
He never makes it to the ring because Sting stops him.
So what? Who?
I can't make my voice. I can't make my voice break like a prepubescent boy like Tony Schiavone. Mr. Tony Schiavone. But it was a really good match. Ricky Starks came down to, for some reason, help Darby Allin win. Swerve had the match well in hand, and then Darby put on his submission hole and rolled him up for a pin. I was like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, by the way, the 4th roll up and doing them tonight.
And then Ricky Starks goes back to the sound booth and says, my plan worked. I don't like Swerve Scott. No, we know they got a huge issue with Swerve, but he also had an issue with fucking
Darby Allin
too. So I'm kind of like, why did he do that? They didn't make any that right there was an AEW
that didn't make any
hiccup. That didn't make any sense.
I think
the match was
good.
He
himself was kind of lost on that.
The match was good. I will say this though, Swerve already getting the Swerve's house chance. Literally was okay. The way Swerve counted that fucking suicide dive with that knee, that sliding knee. You can tell these guys have worked a lot with each other. You can tell these guys
they know
hundreds of matches with each other. Yeah, it was a good match. But the crazy spot, oh my god, Swerve superplexed Darby to the concrete floor. Oh my god,
that was nasty.
Those matches, ladies and gentlemen, those matches
why?
They're nothing.
Because he woke up this morning and did what?
He was like, I got one question. Violence, yes or no? And Darby was like, yes.
Yes.
Shout out to my boy Aiden for that comment. So then we get to the match. Everybody, their mama, their daddy, and their 2 cousins down the street were so excited to see Willow Nightingale, Trish Adora, and my girl Sky Blue versus the baddies. Jade Cargill, Kiera Hogan, and Red Velvet. The Red Velvet's been showing a little bit of a little fire.
Yeah.
A little fire since losing the Owen Hart qualifier. She's been like, yo, I got something to prove. I'm about to start fucking people up.
Because I'm tired of being a face.
I'm
'Cause
tired
it-
of being.
with Jade
I
Cargill.
want to be with. I want to be a baddie. So
I want to
she's
talk
part of the
shit
baddies.
in the crowd. That's all I want to do.
So they got a nice entrance for the first match as a trio. Started out by TBS champion started out by doing her thing against Sky Blue. The match went like a couple minutes. It ended with Jade hitting the door with her finisher, the Jaded. Quick win.
Fucking Jaden.
Everybody looked good in the match, honestly. I mean, it wasn't long enough for everybody to look bad. Everybody looked good.
Exactly. Oh my God, you make such a good point there.
Yes.
And we don't talk about that enough.
Play to your strengths. Play to your strengths.
Yes. There's a lot of matches out there where it's 4-on-4, 3-on-3, and if you keep the match just long enough and let everybody do what they do well, everybody comes out looking good.
You don't let the heat die. You get a good match. You get a good 2, 3, 5 minutes going.
Yep.
And that 7-minute hits in the 10 minutes match, take that shit home.
Yep.
Because the fans are like, boom, 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 done.
We've seen all of our favorite moves.
Mhm.
You know, all right, wrap it up.
Wrap it all up.
And you don't get. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, as a professional wrestler, I'm just gonna say it. If you make your match quick, you don't give an opportunity for someone to fuck up their spot.
Yeah.
And if you don't defend the belt, you can't lose it.
Yep.
That too. That too.
Why do you think Brock Lesnar don't show up? Come on now.
But, hey, I gotta say though, Red Velvet's heel kick, wow. But the best spot of the night, baby, Willow Nightingale, Tony Schiavone, Tony Khan signed her yesterday, man.
I'm still not sold on her.
You guys aren't sold on Willow Knight?
No, I'm not.
What?
Willow Nightingale's fucking great, bro.
Are you telling me? What?
Yeah.
I follow her on Instagram.
Yeah.
Dude, she is.
a man.
She never followed me back, but I follow her.
Oh, I'm trying to get her for an interview. Look, let me tell you, Willow Nightingale is fucking amazing. That chick is so positive. She's so inspirational. She is.
Oh, I bet.
Not a cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Not a cookie cutter women's wrestler like she would make in the WWE for 2 reasons. 1, she's black. She doesn't have blonde hair. 2, she's not a size 0 with fake tits. But you know what she does have? She has a solid size heart. She has 10 times the talent that most women wish they had.
Yes.
And she has that pounce.
Monty
Brown will be like, that's my shit right there. Shout out to Monty Brown. She had that pounce, boy. Whew. I was like, yep.
If Shayla saw me taking a picture with Willow, I'd probably get stabbed because she's
twice.
She knows.
She'd be like, get your ass off the Instagram.
But that's what
Julie be on
stabbing
Instagram in the middle of the night. Julie be on Instagram in the middle of the night.
I might be like, take the picture.
Shit.
Bad blood, take the picture.
Real quick. Hurry up. What you see? Shut don't kill me. I'm only saying this under duress. He's gonna make me do something I don't want to do, so don't kill me.
Oh, that's another one. Shane, you gotta watch Menace to Society.
Oh man.
Wake up, Kane. Get up, Kane.
Oh, all these movies, I swear.
Oh my God, Shane. You better just spend a whole weekend just watching movies. Hey, you know what, Shane?
Dude, I'm about ready to go to Florida. I'm not even going to have time.
Dude, you're going to be on a plane for a long time.
I am.
Trust me, bro. Florida's a long ass flight.
I have to get up at 3 a.m. in the morning and be there by 5.
Welcome to my life, man. Welcome to my weekends.
Shane, don't ever say 3 a.m. in the morning. There's only one 3 a.m. We know what the fuck it is. It's not at night. It's in the morning. Yeah, but 3 a.m. That's
3
it.
3 a.m.
3 o'clock in the morning.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
Cracking dawn.
3
morning.
Not 3 a.m.
Why you get up at 3 a.m.?
Because
I get to the airport by 5.
Yeah.
Okay, let me. Shane, I'm gonna teach you how to travel like a professional wrestler. Okay. First off, you get your backpack. Don't get no big ass fucking wheelie bag. Take how many days of clothes you need. You get your shirts. You get your socks.
Being there for 2 weeks.
Okay, so that's 14 days. You get your shirts. You get your socks. You get your underwear. You roll them into a little ball. Take a rubber band, right around them suckers. It gives you enough room to put all your shit in there. But I have to worry about having a whole bunch of shit. Secondly, you take yourself a big gallon Ziploc bag, fold it nice and neat. So when you get the stinky ass clothes, you put them in that Ziploc bag, seal that stank in the bag. Of course, you're not traveling as a wrestler, so you don't really have the stink.
But
No,
he'll
I
be
was
in
gonna say.
But he'll be at Papa Husky's house, so he can do his laundry.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Thirdly, Shane, you need to take a rubber glove, a nice sizable one. Take all of your blue chew, put it in the rubber glove.
Oh,
Tie the rubber glove real tight.
5 days.
Wrap your ass.
I thought you meant his medication, one for each day. Giving away secrets here. Giving away secrets. All right.
Oh man. Oh man.
Shane, you gonna be fighting some gators?
no, I ain't that crazy.
Don't you be wrestling no gators, Shane.
I'm
I bet
not that
I bet
crazy.
not turn on fucking Instagram and be like Pro Wrestling Podcast
Hey, man,
or
whatever
Twitch
you gotta do
superstar
is
Shane
when
Husky
you
eaten
see
by
a
alligator.
wild animal like a gator, just get into that space and leave them the hell alone.
Shane gonna get 8. God damn it, Shane.
Leave them the hell alone. That's all you gotta do.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna fucking turn on I'm gonna turn on fucking.
Anyway, Rampage.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn on fucking Twitter and be like, "What's this?"
Somebody
Roundtable
named
Boys
Husky is
podcast
trending.
superstar, Twitch streaming champion of the
Man.
Wicked Crazy Pinfalls podcast, eaten by a alligator.
You see this alligator holding Wicked Crazy Podcast bell?
I'm the champ now.
All right, Nick,
Hey, he's gonna be like, "Who got the juice now?"
Oh man. I'm not listening to it.
Oh.
I'm not gonna mess with no gator.
Oh, Shane.
I'll probably like stomp on those little lizards because I'm bigger than
They're
them.
not little.
Oh.
Those iguanas are fucking. They're
man.
bigger than you.
I'm
that
kidding. I
little
would
lizard might
not
be
do
a
that.
gator. That gator got a mama somewhere. She gonna come for
Oh
you.
no, I bet.
Or
That's
daddy
why
named
you don't mess
Luchasaurus.
with them. You don't mess with them.
The biggest lizard in wrestling today.
They. Oh, snake or lizard? Because I know some motherfucking snakes here in Portland. Anyway, so then we have the match that I know Shane's gonna fucking bust a blood vessel over. A
Oh,
big man slapping some meat. You got your boy Keith Lee versus Colton Gunn.
Oh man, we got ass boys and big men everywhere.
Man, so you're saying Keith Lee was a big man smacking ass?
Yes.
Boy?
Yes.
Ass
Smacking
boy!
ass
I'm an ass boy. Not like an
I'm an
island
ass-
boy.
Yeah, no, stop. Stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the chat, do me a favor.
Island boy.
Google the
You're fine.
words to the song Island Boy.
Island
You
Boy.
read them to
Oh, they probably
yourself for
know.
2 minutes.
It's horrible.
Oh,
They
my-
probably know already.
It's the best song ever. To not make any fucking sense and to make you lose IQ points. Literally, I lost like 5 IQ points reading that shit to these
Ooh.
guys.
I don't have that many in it. I just
Well,
was down
goddamn,
there.
Shane, you set that stuff up real good, didn't you? Anyway, so Austin Gunn's at ringside to help Colton. Keith Lee basically just tosses the guy like a sellout at Olive Garden.
He was smacking some ass.
Big Bang Catastrophe.
Quick and
Big
easy.
bang ass.
Quick and easy. When the match was over, they were backstage and they were talking to Austin Gunn. It was my boy,
Gonna
my
go talk
boys
to
Max
Daddy.
Caster and Anthony Bowens, otherwise known as the best tag team in AEW. Hashtag scissor me, bro. Scissor me. Yeah. It was funny because they were like, "Hey, every time we're together,
Lame. Let
they
me
were like,
scissor
we're
with you,
together,
lame.
we win." When the Acclaim and the Gun Club. Yeah, because he was like the ass boys. The Gun Club. And he was like, yeah, it was funny. It was a funny.
It was
skit,
really funny. I
skit.
laughed.
Come on, scissor with the Acclaim. Scissor with the
Scissor.
He's like,
Yeah.
everybody loves scissoring with the Acclaim. We gotta
Oh.
talk to- Then Austin was like, we gotta talk to our daddy about this. Daddy.
Your daddy.
Yeah.
And then they
Wow.
sent it to the announcer lady. Like, hey, you want it? She was like,
No.
No. She was like, this ain't NXT. Then we had our main
was
event. The
ah,
ROH World Television Championship, Samoa Joe.
wait,
versus
wait,
Brett-
wait, wait.
No,
wait,
don't do
wait,
it.
wait.
Don't, Julian, don't, Julian, don't. Okay, fine. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it.
Hookhausen. I predicted it, man.
I
I
cursed
predicted
you.
Hookhausen.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Hook has spoke twice in the last week.
Yes.
Spoke on Wednesday,
No,
spoke
you-
today. Hook came down to the ring in some sweatpants like this, and they kept saying, "It's a fight! It's a fight! It's a
That's
fight!"
right.
It was supposed to be a match.
Hook gets in the ring.
No, it was
He walks
face-off.
right up to
They were telling you
Danhausen,
that.
who's Danhausen's talking shit. He walks right up to Danhausen and he says, "This shit's going down tonight. And this is going down tonight." His country voice, "This is going down tonight."
Ring in a row.
And Danhausen was like, "Well, I mean, this is getting a little too extreme. Maybe we can try it again next week."
We're gonna find another day, yeah.
And as he says that, your boy Mark Sterling, Smart Mark, gets their attention while what do you call himself? The premier athlete, Tony Nese, attacks both of them.
Yeah.
The hottest free agent.
So
that's
he's
out
no
there.
longer a free agent because now he's part of
Mark Sterling.
Mark Sterling Enterprises, or whatever he calls his group. Best part about this whole thing was he gave Mark that one arm Saito side suplex.
Yep.
Tossed him over and stood side to side with Danhausen. The crowd was chanting Hookhausen.
I called it.
But the next meme you see on Twitter is going to be Danhausen saying "Send Hook," because that was funny as shit.
That was hilarious.
He was
Send
like, "You know
Hook."
what? Send Hook." I was like, "Oh shit, here we go."
Nobody even knows.
Anyway, so Samoa Joe versus Trent Beretta. This Trent Beretta being 212 pounds.
Whew.
He and Samoa Joe fought like they both weigh 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. Can I tell you that I just love watching Samoa Joe fight?
It's so good to see him fight again. It really is.
I mean, I just love watching Samoa Joe get in there and chop the shit out of people.
Just chop it.
Dude, there's something, I don't know what it is, but I love love people catch the muscle buster. It's just the best. Oh my God. I mean, I used to give my kids the muscle buster. Back before I knew it was the muscle buster. It seemed like something natural to do. It was a suplex, but it was like a suplex.
Be like, "Daddy, what are you doing?" "Shut up and take this muscle buster."
There's a picture of me and my son. Well, there's a picture of my son in the torture rack, and he had to be like what, 3 years old, 2 years old, and he's like this. He's like, "Oh," and I got him in the torture rack. There's a picture of him with
I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, Julie is a murderer in his
t-shirt
kids.
on. I mean, man, it's one of those things where you're at work and you look at someone, you be like, "That motherfucker, he's a muscle buster."
Hey, I said that shit out loud today by mistake. I was like, "Oh, okay, the fuck out of here."
What'd
And
you
he was
say?
like, "What did you say?" And I was like, "Nothing, man. Nothing." I was like, "I would curb stomp your bitch ass." That's what I said.
You need a stunner.
You need a rock bottom.
Sometimes some people need to curb stomp. Just do it. Bends out, tie his shoe. Boom. There it is. Done.
Man,
Done. I'll be like, "Hey, your shoes untied." What? Boom. Done.
man, I've always said if I became president, I'd run on a platform that every year, and I think really somebody stole my idea for the purge, except I wouldn't have people like killing nobody. But there'll be one day of the year called Clothesline Day, and you get the clothesline one person.
Hilarious.
One person,
As far as I could.
just for whatever reason in your heart,
Ooh.
they got it coming.
Can we have a day where you kick somebody between the legs?
No. No.
Please. 'Cause I have this dream. I'm gonna send it to you in private chat. It's pretty fucking graphic, and I want the fans to be like, "What the hell?"
What the hell?
I mean, because here's the thing. There's a few people, and you got to be selective because you only get to clothesline one person a day. You only get to avoid one lawsuit.
I think we call it.
So there's that one person whose house you could like just waiting for them. Like in the morning, they're ready to go to work.
Take you out of the shower, put a towel on, wham, clothesline.
They step out the house.
Winding it out.
Okay, honey, see you after work, and you just run up. Bow! Just clothesline.
Russian sickle ass, Nikita Koloff style.
Can it
Boom.
be one version of the clothesline, or can it be many of the
And
clotheslines?
here's the thing, Shane. Here's the thing. Number one, you got to hope that you get your clothesline in first, because
So they're
maybe
trying to
this
get you.
person has like a lot of enemies. And number two, you got to make sure it's not you.
Yeah, seriously.
I can see that.
Because I'm pretty sure I walk out my front door.
Now,
oh goddamn!
no, Hollywood could be listening to us and go, like, man, we should make a movie about, not another Purge, but a Clothesline movie where people just start
Clothesline Day,
like,
Lariat Day.
Yeah, Lariat Day.
I can see it now.
In theaters,
My eyes
coming near
closed,
you.
just walking around, just wham, clothesline.
In the summer.
Or better yet, like how about on March 16th, you get to give one person a stunner.
Oh hell yeah!
If you see me in a black vest carrying 2 beers, you know what's coming.
I know several people that really want to give stunners.
I know one person that was straight to a clothesline too. I clothesline their ass off the fucking the St. John's Bridge, but that's a different story for another day. Yeah,
I'm gonna say like
I knew their dogs.
There may be a good chance that I might like go out really early in the morning and try to get mine in, but then I'm gonna stay in their house the rest of the day because
eating this shit, got your feet up on their couch.
You coming my way?
Oh my god!
Like,
anyway,
man, what you doing here, man? Good to see you, brother. Oh,
I'll just walk in the house like this. You know what's coming. I'll be like, not today, bro. I'll be like, rest well, my friend, because it's coming.
When do you get a cast?
They're like, why are you dressed like Iron Man? Why you got an iron suit on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so Trent Beretta, Samoa Joe, a very, really, really stiff match. Trent Beretta is one of the toughest fucking dudes in AEW, man.
The dude can go, man.
I just really worry about his neck sometimes. Every time when he lands.
Roppongi Knights.
Roppongi.
Who was the winner of the match and still your ROH World Television Champion? Of course, Samoa Joe. Once again, the 7'5" rip-off Veer, rip-off Shangy.
Rip-off Khali. Great Value Khali.
Great Value Khali. Fucking Wish Andre the Giant. That guy. Wish Omos. That's what I'm calling him. Wish Omos. Like he's Omos. He's the Wish's version of Omos. Nomos. That's his name. Nomos.
Wait, hold up.
Nomos.
If you're the Wish version of Omos, you're like you're the Great Value version. Wait, what's the ripoff of Pop-Tarts? The something strudels?
Yeah. You're the toaster strudels.
You're the
toaster
Great Value toaster strudels?
Hey man, toaster strudels are good.
Toaster strudel?
Toaster strudels are fire.
You're not even 7-Up. You're the
my own icing on here after I done toasted.
You're not the 7-Up. You're the lemon lime up. That's what you're. You're not the fucking Coca-Cola. You're the cola.
Shh. You're not even Shasta.
Big King Cola?
Yeah, you not even Shasta. Damn.
You're not even
You're Mr. Pibb. That's what the fuck you are.
Pibb?
You know what you are? You're near beer. That's the fuck you are. That's what that is.
That's horrible right there.
Wow.
Wow, I said it. Anyway, great match. Samoa Joe retains television championship. Then we get fucking Wishmart Omos comes to the ring. Nomos comes to the ring with Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt, and they attack him. And oh my God, Orange Cassidy stands in front of Wish Omos and goes,
I was like,
I was like, just fuck him up, dude. I was like, just hit him in the face, Omos. So Nomos, just hit him, Nomos.
Orange Cassidy's great, don't hate.
Orange Cassidy is great in my ass. Orange Cassidy is a wish.com Shawn Michaels. Everything's gonna be wish.com. Fuck it. Anyway, it was a great episode of AEW Dynamite. Rampage, I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this before we go. Thank you for joining us every week. Sometimes we get off topic and we have a lot of fun on the show, but at the end of the day, we want you to be very informative and to know that we don't take any of this shit lightly. We respect the women in the industry. We respect the people in the industry. We respect the industry as a whole. Unlike some people in some places, some things.
We love the industry. We love everything the industry has given us.
Good, bad, and different. Good, bad, and different. So, just tell them where they can find us at, Julian.
3 nights a week. You want to look at all this goodness and hear all this entertaining news about professional wrestling. And you're in the Portland, Oregon area. Sorry if you're in California. If you're in the Portland, Oregon area, Mondays at 10 p.m., Channel 22 Xfinity TV, Channel 8002 Central Link TV, or on Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m. on Channel 23 Xfinity TV and Channel 8003 Central Link TV, or better yet, your last chance and
Third time.
Middle of the week, third time, Wednesdays, 9:30 p.m., Channel 11 Xfinity TV and Central Link TV.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Shane, do me a solid, Shane.
What?
Tell them where they can find us on the podcast platforms.
Oh man, if you wanna like watch us, but you can't because you're driving, because that's illegal. We don't want you to do that. We are available on Google Podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and any major podcast platforms.
That's right. Any of the major podcast platforms, ladies and gentlemen. You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. You know what time it
I
is.
keep trying to bug about OnlyFans, but they won't let me. So, you know.
You only got one fan.
Oh yeah.
Shane has he has only fan. Just one only. He has one lonely. Shane doesn't have only fans. He has lonely fans.
Oh man.
Lonelyfan.com/one member.
That'll be a messed up site to make.
Better than zero.
I mean, you can always dial 1-900-909-9900. That's 1-900-909-9900. Get all your pro wrestling news needs right there. Get your pro wrestling news there, man.
Yes.
But SM done that for all your wrestling needs. If you want to go on the website, you want to check it out, you can do that too. I highly suggest you go on the website. It's a place. It's a place that has some great news for the world of professional wrestling fans.
Oh, you
so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah, what he said. Exactly. I have no idea what he just said. I'm just here. All right.
Well.
That was it. Like I can't find nothing.
What?
Yeah. That was it. Stay home, stay safe. Please love one another.
That's it.
I mean, that's it. I mean, what do you expect?
I was waiting for.
Oh, I know what you were. I know what you were waiting for.
Oh
yeah,
Julian.
The sexy music.
Whoa. Hold on. There's no sexy music on this show. There's no sexy music on this show.
Quiet.
Because what we do on this show around this time is we feed the ducks. Oh yeah. We want to say thank you very much for watching us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. And you can donate to buysm.net to help keep this beautiful, thick, throbbing, veiny website going. So we continue to bring you a large and throbbing and very entertaining variety of professional wrestling and MMA content live to your front door. Simply go to www.slamchats.com. That is www.slamchats.com. Oh yeah. And for that man in the chair, Shane, go check him out on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. For the man himself, the myth, the myth and the legend himself, the man known simply as Chemical Julian. And there's this guy over here, the man with the sexy voice, the franchise. And what we'd like to say is thank you for watching us here tonight on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. Go and have yourself a throbtastic Friday.